And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and one of the breakout hits in recent years is a game called Happy Salmon. This game is just absolute silliness. It's a game that has worked well for me with my kids at public settings and parties and at conventions, as long as you don't mind annoying everyone around you, which almost always happens. Happy Salmon is a game that I've seen played at almost every convention I go to. There's a group somewhere playing it. In Happy Salmon, you are essentially high-fiving, shaking hands, doing the Happy Salmon, and trading places with the other person. It's loud, it's funny, everyone gets involved. It's quick too. And this is the next one in this line. It's the Happy Planet line, and of course after Happy Salmon, now we have the Funky Chicken, which is essentially the exact same game as Happy Salmon, but now we're dancing. Let me show you. In Funky Chicken, each player is going to be given a hand of cards or a deck of cards. You have 12 different cards. You're going to shuffle these, and you're going to be standing around in a circle around a table or whatever, and then you say go, and you're going to flip over your own card, and it's going to tell you an action, spin. So I need to find somebody else with the same action. So I'll just be like, spin, spin, who else has spin? I'll be shouting out spin. I find someone else who has spin, great. We lock eyes with each other. We're like, yeah, we're going to do spin, and then we both spin in a circle. If we do so, we can throw our cards on the table. Now, if I turn over a card and I'm like, Funky Chicken, and no one else is Funky Chicken, I can put it on the bottom and turn over the next card, because I got to find somebody that I can do something with. No one has spin either. I go on to the next one, which is swing. To swing, I need to find somebody else who has swing. We go, we lock arms, and we swing around in a circle like a swing dance. If I find someone with a bump, we go up to each other and give each other a bump. And Funky Chicken, we're both going to stand where we are, fold our arms to our sides, flap like a chicken, and just shout, so funky. And you just keep doing this. As soon as all your cards are on the table, you have won. So the first person to get rid of all their cards is the winner. You can also, since the different colors here match the Happy Salmon colors, you can mix them with Happy Salmon if you've heard of that one or played that one or have that one, and make it a bigger, more complex game. But it works well by itself for 6 players, and you can start again. So this works well. I mean, it's this whole keep everything in a Funky Chicken. You have this chicken here. It looks funny. People will laugh at it. But it does hold the cards well. The cards themselves are pretty good quality. These cards have gone through the ringer. I played this with a large group of children who did not take care of these cards at all. And they're doing pretty well. They're going to get bent. They're going to get thrown. And you can see they handle it pretty well. So good quality. So I could go back and say the same things about this as I said about Happy Salmon. Kids are going to like it. It's a game that works for settings. If you play at a convention, you're going to annoy everyone around you. And that's how this works, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm spinning in a circle and I'm doing so funky, whatever it is, and bumping people and swinging. And it's people run around, and the kids I played with had a lot of fun, and then yay, good. I haven't mixed it with Happy Salmon yet, but I'm sure if you did so, that'd be a crazy funny time. Great. But here's the thing. I don't know how often I'm going to play Funky Chicken. Because, first of all, Happy Salmon already has this market covered really well. And you say, well, why not change things up with Funky Chicken? Because I found that this game just doesn't have that same spark that Happy Salmon did. And I think the main thing about it is because Happy Salmon has you do some fairly innocuous stuff. You're high-fiving, you are doing a Happy Salmon, which is kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. You trade places or whatever. That's easy stuff to do. Funky Chicken, you're bumping people, which is, again, it's not that big of a deal, right? But it just feels, or locking arms with someone and swinging around a circle with them, that feels a little more weird. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe, again, I'm not saying these things are weird things to do, but I'm saying for people, if I meet somebody, we can high-five each other, right? But if to lock arms and swing in a circle, that's a very different thing. And because of that, I think Funky Chicken has people being a little less into it, right? Then Happy Salmon, you're like, yeah, I'll high five you, whatever. Everyone high fives each other. The Happy Salmon thing is a weird thing, but it's the weirdest thing of the game, right? Switching places and stuff. And it also, because you're locking arms and swinging around and you're shouting so funky, and it doesn't gel as well as Happy Salmon. When I go to a meetup or whatever, I'm probably going to take Happy Salmon with me. If I go to a gathering, a picnic or whatever. I don't know that I'll take Funky Chicken. And it's not because the game doesn't work. It works, it's fine, it's fun. But Happy Salmon does it so well and with such easy things, this one just seems a little bit beyond. I know some people are going to watch this and be like, whatever, it's the same thing. You're right. If you don't like Happy Salmon, this ain't going to change your mind. If you do like Happy Salmon, you're probably going to like this. But I'm just saying that for me, if I have to pick one, Happy Salmon wins, hands down, or high five or whatever. Still, very enjoyable, and the kids especially thought it was hilarious. That's Funky Chicken. Dice Tower Judgment, silly, raucous fun!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!